Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the That Sure Was a Movie podcast. Today, we will be talking about
Minions, the Rise of Gru.
Yes, we are going to be talking about the newest installment in the Despicable Me franchise. But before we get into that, we are going to be talking about some movie news. So we have some fun little trailers that have come out in the past few days. We have a teaser trailer for the newest Hocus Pocus 2 movie. Sanderson sisters are back this September. Should be interesting.
Literally never seen that movie in my life.
You've never seen Hocus Pocus?
I don't know. I've probably seen it. I don't remember it though.
Oh,
everyone's like, "This is the best Halloween movie." No, I've never seen it. It's got nothing on Halloween Town. Halloween Town is superior.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to it. It's not going to be as good as the original. I
know that.
I mean, also for nostalgic purposes, I just don't think it's going to be as good. But
okay, what did we just do an episode on that had a sequel all these years later that was better than the original?
That is true. Okay.
Don't you count out sequels? Don't be one of those people.
Okay, I know. Okay,
sequels can be good.
Sequels I apologize for that comment. I will revoke it.
You cannot
okay,
give an opinion on a movie that has not even started production.
Okay, you're right.
Well, it started production, but like a lot of people do that. Like for when movies are announced, they're like, sequel, no, it's okay. I know what you're saying. I'm just kidding. I'm just messing with you. But I just had to throw out our Top Gun episode in there.
Yeah, go listen to our Top Gun episode if you haven't already.
Good stuff.
In addition to that, we have a trailer for a new murder mystery from starring Sam Rockwell and Saoirse Ronan, and it's called See How They Run. I watched the trailer. It seems to kind of give off Wes Anderson vibes, but it is not directed by him. Yeah, it looks pretty good.
Wes Anderson vibes or Paddington 2 vibes?
I would say more Wes Anderson vibes than Paddington 2.
Well,
mostly because Paddington 2 doesn't involve murder either.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying Paddington 2 is very Wes Anderson-y.
It is. That's true. But the story follows what happens when plans for a movie version of a smash hit play come to a screeching halt in, page moved around, in 1950s London when the director is murdered. I think it looks interesting. Coming out in September.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, I didn't think it'd be coming out that soon. We also got confirmation that there is a sequel to Ghostbusters Afterlife that will be coming out next December in 2023. I don't really know how I feel about that because Afterlife was the sequel. But
I am, to be honest, I'm not really a big fan of Ghostbusters. It's fine. The cast is great. But I think Ghostbusters Afterlife is way better than the original. And
I agree.
I loved it, actually. It's honestly one of the best movies I saw in a theater because the Dolby for this one specific scene was insane. When there's like an explosion, the sound was insane. It was like vibrating the entire room. And I don't know if there's not many movies that like felt like that. I don't know. That sound design is crazy for that one specific scene. But yeah, it didn't need a second one, but I mean, whatever. Like I just said, sequels, who cares? I'll watch it. It's good.
Yeah, I'll go see it. What else do we have?
Give me more Paul Rudd, though.
Yeah.
If we get more Paul Rudd, then I'm good. I'll go see it.
Yeah.
That's kind of how I am.
The last piece of movie news is going to lead us into our discussion today, which is that Minions: The Rise of Gru is going bananas with a projected 129.2 million box office opening for this weekend.
As it should.
That is crazy.
The way we're dressed, there's only one movie that we dress like this for it. So you know what we're talking about today. I mean, you've read the title of the video, but like, come on. I mean, we showed up. Everyone showed out for this movie. Minions, The Rise of Gru. It's amazing. It's truly one of the craziest and most amazing theater experiences I have ever had.
And that's not even exaggeration either. Like,
No,
it's up
no,
there with
we
Spider-Man
are-
No Way Home.
No, seriously, we've been playing into the meme a lot on TikTok and Instagram. But when I say this is genuinely one of the best theater experiences I've ever had, I am not kidding. Like, seriously. So why do I say this? First of all, we are in the theater and the movie's about to start. We've gone through the Nicole Kidman ad, so we're at the movie. We've made it. We've made it to Minions: The Rise of Gru. Finally, after all this time waiting, all the hype surrounding it, we made it, and it's finally time to watch this masterpiece. And the Universal logo appears on the screen, and there is a round of applause. There is cheering. People are going crazy, just like they did at Avengers Endgame and Spider-Man No Way Home. Those are the only two movies I've ever heard like cheering like that before the movie starts, like as it's starting. And after the movie ended, of course, there's another round of applause. And there's not only one, there's a second round of applause a couple minutes later. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. People probably don't believe me, but this is seriously what happened. And it's one of the best theater experiences I've ever had in my life. It was so fun. The hype surrounding this movie was like Morbius, but people actually showed up. Like, this is what Morbius wanted to be on its re-release.
Yeah.
Like, with all the memes and everything, people didn't show up to Morbius the second time. People showed up to this.
Oh yeah.
And not only did they show up, we walk out of the theater and we see a group of guys wearing suits, as they should, because you dress up for Minions, okay? Look what I'm wearing right now. This is how you need to dress for Minions. And yeah, there were people in suits. They showed up. Like, it wasn't just for the memes. Like, people actually showed up, which is the funniest thing. And it's insane. It's insanity. This movie has so much hype around it, and the people actually pulled through.
Rise of Gru with the Gentleman.
And it's gonna make so much money this weekend. It's crazy.
It's estimated to make more than Top Gun did.
Yeah, that's insane.
It made 124 million.
How much did Doctor Strange make?
Doctor Strange, I think, was like 222.
Yeah. Which that's crazy. It's like double what Minions and Top Gun would be.
I know.
I mean, you're not gonna beat Marvel. I obviously knew that, but it felt like a Marvel movie because the theater was going crazy, and I thought that was so fun. Okay, we've talked about the kind of the theater reaction. Now, the movie itself was actually good. It's really good.
It's really good.
Like I said, we've been playing into the meme, but like, this is a good movie. It's funny. The Minions are iconic. The soundtrack's amazing, first of all.
It's the perfect runtime.
Yeah, the runtime, great. This is what all movies should be, to be honest.
Yeah. It was like an hour and 25 minutes, but like, I was so invested that it only felt like a 45-minute.
It felt so short, yeah. The 70s vibes, the 70s aesthetic.
Yes.
I love it. Because this is a Gru origin story. So, of course, that's going to take place in the past because he's an adult in Despicable Me. And takes place in like 76, I believe. So the soundtrack filled with literally the entire music industry, like doing covers of 70s songs and like disco stuff. Like we've got everyone from Diana Ross, Tame Impala, Brockhampton, Phoebe Bridgers, St. Vincent, Gary Clark Jr. The list goes on. Check out the soundtrack if you haven't. It's great.
Yeah.
It's great. And not only is it great because of the artists that are included, if you watch this movie, you get some of the best musical performances you'll
Oh
ever
my
see.
God, don't even get me started. The Minions cover of Cecilia. Oh my
Yes,
God.
that one is on the soundtrack. The Minions cover of Cecilia by Simon and Garfunkel is incredible. And in the movie, it's not on the soundtrack, unfortunately. I don't know why it's not, because they have like a whole performance of it.
It was a great moment.
Yeah. You can't always get what you want. Rolling Stones. The choir, the Minions choir. Beautiful harmonies, beautiful.
Yes.
It was truly beautiful. And it took me back to the wedding scene in one of the previous movies in this franchise.
I was thinking about that too.
I swear.
Oh my gosh.
It's on that level.
It's so good.
It's on that level. It's so good. And Otto sings lead vocals on it, and it's truly a beautiful experience, and it's also hilarious. That scene is hilarious. So they're at spoiler
alert.
We're gonna talk about spoilers in this because we have to. So at the end of the movie, we're starting with the end, but this is kind of where this discussion led us to. But basically, the movie, Gru is trying to get into this villain league called the Vicious Six, and they make fun of him because he's a kid and he has nothing to prove for himself. Why would they let him in this villain group? So they said, come back when you like impress us with something. So he steals their stone that gives him like these special abilities. And basically he gets kidnapped by a former member, the founding member of the Vicious Six, who got kicked out and left for dead by his own team. So he's kind of off on his own thing at this point, like a washed up villain. But he kidnaps Gru because he thinks he has a stone, but actually Otto lost the stone. No, he didn't lose it. He actually traded it for a pet rock.
Understandable.
At a child's birthday party. But they ended up teaming up, and they form a good connection because that was Gru's favorite villain. And at the end, he dies. So they have a funeral for his name is Wild Knuckles. And at this funeral, of course he's not dead. Of course he's not dead. He's Wild Knuckles. You think he's gonna die? Come on now. No. He is the greatest. And of course, he fakes his own death to get out of prison. So he shows up at his own funeral, but tells Gru not to tell anybody about that. And the Minions are carrying like the casket, and they drop it, and the casket opens, and a bunch of bananas fall out. So they put them back real quick, and they just pretend like nothing happened. They dump it in the hole, put the bananas 6 feet under. And
so many good bananas wasted.
It's so funny. This movie is so funny. I just love the Minions.
I know.
I love the Minions. They're just so awesome. They're iconic.
Yeah.
It's great.
It is great.
The scenes with the kung fu are hilarious. They're it's Kill Bill style. They're dressed like Kill Bill, like what the outfit from Kill Bill.
Yeah, like a yellow tracksuit.
And it's funny. It's really funny.
Yeah.
The animation is really cool in that scene too. Like with like the backgrounds they use for like some of the scenes, like the silhouette looks, and like the yeah, it's really cool. Like 70s aesthetic vibes. Got the music.
Yeah.
Really
Same,
cool.
I could say the same about like the title sequence at the beginning. Like it kind of gave me James Bond vibes with like all the Minion silhouettes and
Yeah.
I was dying. It was great.
Yeah, it's really cool. Like the aesthetics of this is really cool.
Mhm.
I'm a big fan
Also,
of this movie. I'm a
yeah,
big fan of this movie. I love Minions: The Rise of Gru so much,
yeah,
and I will see it probably 17 times in theaters.
probably. Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
probably.
I will say this was directed by an absolute legend. It was directed by Kyle Balda, who also directed Despicable Me 3 and Minions, but he also did one of the greatest movies of all time, Dr. Seuss's The Lorax. And when I found this out, I just knew Rise of Gru was going to be even better because The Lorax is one of my top 30 movies of all time. And I just knew going into this, I'm like, this movie's going to be amazing. I already knew it was going to be beforehand, but it's going to be a piece of absolute cinema. There's also some fun reviews for this on Letterboxd. There's one that was kind of confusing to me. This person gave it 1 star and said, had the time of my life watching this with a group of mates in a late Saturday night screening. One of the best cinema experiences I've ever had. We were all clapping and treating it as much as it deserves. 1 star? Really?
Yeah, that person should be banned from Letterboxd.
Probably. But this one's pretty good. It says everything everywhere all at once better move aside because this film is taking the bag for the best film of the year, methinks. And then later they say, lastly, I can't believe they played the trailer of The Black Phone in the Minions premiere where kids are the majority of the audience. I literally saw some parents cover the eyes of their kids, and I think some kid even screamed. That was hilarious, and the kid is probably traumatized.
Well, that's probably a straight up lie because the Black Phone's already in theaters. Also, you know why it's also a lie? Because the audience was not kids. No.
No, it was adults.
The audience was teenagers and adults, and I'm not even kidding.
I love King Bob. That's right for Bob. Love that soup. Thank you. King Bob, baby.
No, there were very few kids in our
I did not see a
theater.
kid there.
I saw a few, but like
I'm sure there were if I looked around, but like everywhere around us, not many. Not many.
like Encanto was the last, well, we saw Sonic too, but Encanto was like the last children's movie that I saw in a theater or like more aimed towards children. And there were so many kids in there just like talking and screaming the entire movie. And I was worried that was how it was going to be for Minions, but nope.
No, it was
Very few
adults.
children in there,
It was
and it was
adults
adults
talking and
teenagers.
screaming.
And I could not have that. I was so happy. I could not have been any happier.
Mhm. I just love all the TikToks that I've been seeing. Like
Oh my
all you
God.
see on TikTok right now is Minions TikToks, and people are going crazy in these theaters. It's insane. It's insane. The people showed up. The people
They
actually
did.
showed up for this, and
They
it's
showed
the
up.
funniest thing. It's so funny.
Yeah. Makes me happy that people showed out for Rise of Gru and didn't just meme it up like with Morbius.
Yeah.
But also this
did.
movie's actually good. So
Yeah, this movie is actually really good. It's fantastic. It's really hilarious. It's emotional at times. And it's truly an inspirational film to not only just life in general, but filmmakers. If you're out there, you're watching this movie, it's like make a movie like this. Like
yeah.
we need more movies like Minions: The Rise of Gru.
Not every movie has to have some deep emotional, storyline, because you know what? It's really nice to just go to the theater and turn your brain off for an hour and a half and watch some minions just gallivanting around San Francisco and trying to fly a plane.
Yeah, the plane scene was so funny. They basically pretended to be pilots and somehow flew this plane. And the one of the minions was a flight attendant. Was it Bob? Was Bob the one who was the
Bob,
flight
yeah.
attendant? Yeah, Bob was the flight attendant, and he was going around giving everyone peanuts, but he wasn't giving them the bags of peanuts. He opened the bag, reached in, and gave them a single peanut, every single person.
Hello, peanut?
Oh, yes, please.
Yeah.
So funny.
So
And then
good.
then of course they're just when they actually get flying, they don't know how to fly a plane. So they're just going through the runways, almost running into other planes. And then they get to like the tower with like the people in it, and it just goes like right straight up right into the window. It's so funny. So funny. The plane scene was iconic. It's just so good. It's really good. It's a really good movie. Piece of cinema. It's peak cinema. It is peak
Yeah.
cinema. One thing when we got to the theater, so we said we're getting our banana ices for this
Mhm.
movie, and we get to the theater, and I look over to the icy machine, and the red light is on the banana icy, which means it's not working, and my heart dropped. I was so upset. So I'm like, well, should I even order an icy? And then I did. I'm like, if it's not working, I guess I'll just get like the blue raspberry or something. So then I go over and I'm like, you know what? It kind of looks like it's not bad though. Usually when the red light's on, you can tell like it's all just like liquid, but it still looked like an icy. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna pull the lever and just a little get a drop and just see if it comes out liquidy, then I'm not gonna get it. But I just want like a little bit. So I pull it down and it like comes out like normal. So I got my banana icy. I got it for Minions, The Rise of Gru. Here's my review of it. To be honest, it wasn't that good. My first initial reaction, I'm like, this tastes like the banana scented markers. And it did grow on me throughout the movie. It got better, and it was good, but I've had a better banana icy. You never find banana ices anywhere. I've only found like one place ever. But yeah, it was fine.
Yeah, I
But
tried a little bit of it. The machine kind of crapped out once I
mm,
got over there, but yeah, it was all right. I mean, probably wouldn't. I'm kind of glad I didn't get the whole thing because I probably wouldn't have wanted to drink the entire thing, but
yeah, it's okay. It kind of tastes like a candle or a scented marker, but
mm,
um, it was worth it to drink during Minions: The Rise of Gru, only in theaters. Discover it at Dolby.
hmm Yep.
It's such a good movie, guys. It's such a good movie. Go see this movie in theaters, in the best theater, the best screen, the biggest screen, the best sound you can see it. Go see it in Dolby. It's worth it. Go see it this weekend. Support this movie. Get those box office numbers up. We need to get this movie to break the records. We need to break the records with this movie. At least beat Top Gun. Let's beat Top Gun with Minions. Come on now. We can do it. The people have showed up so far. The people have showed up. And we're probably going to go again. We have to. We just have to keep on going and going. Support this movie as much as you can.
Okay, but like not even memeing, like I do kind of want to see it again.
I count money, I count money, I count money. I'm swerving a Humvee. That's what crazy I did it. 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 I made it over the means.
It's
It-
perfect
it was-
runtime. It's like
Yeah.
a lot of movies. It's like that's really good, but I can't see it again. It's just too long. But this is
Like
like
it's only
such a
87
short-
minutes long.
So short. Love it. I love it. That's what a movie should be, to be honest.
Yeah.
But
It's kind of nice when there's been all these movies coming out that are like 2.5 hours to 3 hours long. And then you just get a movie like this. It's like they keep it simple, hour 25 minutes. I'm like, okay, thank you.
it's 5-star cinema is what it is. And
Mhm.
there's no other way to put it.
Yeah. We both gave it 5 stars.
Yeah.
Because that's what it deserves.
Okay, so I'm gonna look at my 2022 ranked list here. And I'm gonna be realistic. I know I've been like talking about this movie like it's the greatest thing ever. Well, it's definitely not the best thing I've seen this year. It is great. It is a cinematic masterpiece. But it's number 6 of the year for me right now.
That's where it's
And
at too.
it's right up there with Cha Cha Real Smooth. I was really debating on putting it higher than Cha Cha Real Smooth. I didn't, but I've got Cha Cha Real Smooth at 5. I've got Top Gun Maverick at 4. got the Northman at 3. I've got, which is Top Gun or the Northman kind of could be interchangeable for me too, but it's close. Scream at number 2 and the Batman at number 1.
Yeah, I have
Minions
Minions
comes
at
right
6.
above Lightyear
Yeah.
and Dog for me.
I have Minions at 6, Cha Cha Real Smooth at 5, Top Gun Maverick at 4, Scream at 3, The Northman at 2, and then the Batman at 1. So pretty much the same, minus Scream and the Northman being.
I just love easy to digest movies
Yeah. I do
like Top
too.
Gun Maverick and Minions. Like the Northman's amazing, and I actually have above Top Gun Maverick, but it's not as like easy to just sit there, turn your brain off, and just watch a movie. Like you really got to just like, I don't know, like
I
movies
kind
like
of
that
want to.
make you think, and they're like very
Yeah.
like, I don't know, experimental in ways.
I
But
kind of want to do another list that's like ranking my 2022 movies and then doing another one that's like based on like the easiest to watch or like the level of rewatchability, I guess, as opposed to like the quality, if that makes sense.
well, I do my lists based on how much I enjoy them. I'll put Minions over Everything Everywhere All at Once any day.
That,
Yeah. And
that's
it's
what
not
I
even
had.
close. It's really not even close for that.
Yeah.
Everything Everywhere All at Once is so overrated. I'm gonna say it. It's so overrated.
It is. I
It's
mean,
good. It's really good, but it's people are saying it's like one of the best movies of the last decade. No, not even close.
no.
Well, this decade's only 2 years into it, but like the last 10 years. But yeah.
I don't really get all the hype surrounding it. Like,
Yeah, Minions is so much better. Minions: The Rise of Gru is pure cinema from start to finish, and yeah, that's all you need to know. That's all you need to know. Go see Minions. It's so good.
Alrighty, so now we are doing something very special on the podcast. We're going to be interviewing a minion on the podcast.
Yes, Bob. Bob is with us today. Bob, how are you? Awesome, good to hear. We loved you in the movie. We really loved you in the movie.
Fantastic.
You were so
Fantastic.
good. You're always great. You're always great in
performance-
every single one of these movies.
Your performance as the flight attendant.
So good. You're so
Amazing.
good. You're such a good actor. It's insane. It's insane. Glad to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Let's get into some of these questions.
Yeah, so first we want to know, what was your workout and training routine like to prepare for all of those big fight scenes at the end of the movie?
Yeah, it did seem pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looked incredible though. You guys did a great job with that.
Mm-hmm. So this is the 5th installment in the Despicable Me franchise. So how was it returning to the franchise with the supporting cast of Kevin Stewart and Otto?
Yeah, they're all great. They're all really good in the movie as well. We love to see the whole crew back together. It's great. It's great.
Yeah.
So kind of sticking with like training and stuff. So how much vocal training did you have to go through for the musical performances? They were great, by the way. They were great. So I'm sure you had a lot of training. Yeah, that's really cool. That's really cool. That's cool. Yeah, you mentioned the soundtrack. So like kind of keep with music. The soundtrack's like loaded with artists such as Diana Ross, Tame Impala, Phoebe Bridgers, Brockhampton. Did you have a favorite song off the album? Yes, yes. I love that one too. That one was a really good one. They're all so great. They're all so great. And the performances by all you, Kevin, Stuart, Otto, truly incredible. Cecilia was great. Your performance in the funeral scene, amazing. The choir, the Minions choir, had me in tears.
Mm-hmm.
It was beautiful.
It was very touching.
Really,
very
really
touching.
beautiful. So this is our last question. So I heard you and the other Minions performed all your own stunts for this movie. Were there any ever any injuries on set, or did you prefer doing these stunts instead of having stunt doubles like you did on the previous ones.
Una otro?
Really?
Loco la pati. Bob.
Wow.
Black Kingo. La pa la
That's
máquina
crazy. I
poquete.
had no idea Tom Cruise was your stunt double in these other movies.
Wow.
That's crazy. Huh. Wow, that's incredible. You heard it here. I mean, great interview, great performance, Bob. Great job in this movie. The movie's truly amazing. It's truly peak cinema, and you're to thank for that. You're part of the reason. You're iconic. You're such a great actor, and we're so happy that you joined us today. We're so grateful to have you on the podcast. But good luck in all your ventures and all your promotional stuff you're going to be doing for this movie. But we really loved you in this movie, and thank you so much for being on the podcast.
Bye-bye.
All right, see ya. Some upcoming movies and TV shows for the next week or two. We've got Thor: Love and Thunder coming out this weekend. That's crazy how soon that came up.
No.
What else we got? What other movies do we have coming out?
We have Paws of Fury, The Legend of Hank.
Yes.
What
Yes.
everyone has been looking forward to.
The big one.
The big one.
Big one after Minions.
Yeah, that comes out July 15th. We have a lot coming out July 15th. We also have the nationwide release of Marcel the Shell with Shoes On, which I was very nervous that this was not going to be playing in an AMC near us because
so hopefully it'll be out.
yeah. So hopefully we'll be seeing that. And then we also have Where the Crawdads Sing coming out July 15th.
Yes.
And then as far as TV goes,
The
you said we have
Boys.
The Boys finale.
The
coming
Boys
out?
season finale this Thursday night. I am so excited for this. Episode 7 was insane. Episode 8 is going to be even more insane. I'm so excited. The Boys is probably the best show on TV, to be honest.
I need to watch
good.
it. I haven't watched
So
it.
good. Go watch it. I don't know anything else. Miss Marvel's gonna have another episode. Finale's in a couple weeks.
Yep, got 2 more episodes of that.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes. I was enjoying it for the first couple episodes, and now it's kind of just like, it's kind of boring. It's not bad. Better than Moon Knight, but
Pretty much anything Marvel's going to put out is going to be better than Moon Knight, I think. Maybe. I don't know. As far as TV shows go.
maybe, probably. I hated Moon Knight. It was bad.
So bad.
Yeah, just not good. Not good. But
Sorry to the Moon Knight lovers out there, but
there's a lot of them somehow. I don't know. I'm glad some people like it, but I did not. But that's kind of it, right? There's nothing really else coming out.
no.
Yeah. So there you have it. Those are movie upcoming releases and TV shows. Well, that kind of wraps it up for today. Minions: The Rise of Gru.
We were there.
Really great. We were there. We will be there again.
Again.
Again. It's truly something special, and I really need you guys to know that this movie is actually good. We're not just playing into the meme. We are playing in the meme, but also it's a good movie. It's hilarious. The Minions are iconic. Come on. And people are actually showing up. People are actually showing up. They're cheering. Go see opening weekend because the crowds are actually insane. I'm not kidding. The crowds are actually so fun. And it probably won't be like that next weekend. Like, that's how Marvel movies are. The opening weekend crowd is crazy. And then you get to the second weekend and it's like, they're not really cheering like they were. So go see it this weekend. If you want to see one of the funniest, craziest theater experiences ever, go see it in a theater.
Yes.
That's the only place you can see it. So go do it. Anything else, go follow us on our socials, our TikTok, our Instagram. You saw our TikTok play at the beginning of this video. So we got some cool things over there. If you follow us on Instagram and not TikTok, we don't post all of our TikToks to Instagram. We really don't post any of them to Instagram.
So you have to go over to
follow
our
us over
TikTok
there.
and follow it.
Go follow us over there. Subscribe to our YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube, thank you. We also have a audio podcast on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. If you're listening on there, we appreciate you. We've got a video version on YouTube. I know sometimes if you listen on audio, we make references to like visual things that you
Mhm.
don't understand. That's why we've got a video on YouTube. You're gonna want to watch this one on YouTube. You'll see
yeah.
why when you open the video. But yeah, it's really great stuff. Minions: Rise of Gru, pure cinema, pure
Pure
cinema.
cinema.
So I hope you enjoyed. We just released a Stranger Things episode. If you're interested in
check it out.
that, go catch up on our other episodes. We mentioned Top Gun. We did a Lightyear episode.
Mhm.
But yeah, if you enjoy this, check out our other videos, and we hope to see you next time.